And we are live. Now to set the scene over to the game. There I am. And where's the game? There's the game. Alright, so we're now in Aquila City. And there's a little side quest that I did before where you have to resolve a hostage situation. And after that, you get a pass to join the Freestar Rangers after doing a side quest from them, from one of the terminals, which I have already done, so all that's left is to talk to her.
You've got potential. Just need to see a little more from you. Oh, you're back. How'd it go? Good. You did what I asked, so let's go meet the Marshal. Follow me.
Alright. And I figured that I would do something other than just general exploration when for this stream of Starfield.
Stations throughout Freestar collective space. Helps us to identify and respond to threats more quickly. There are less than a dozen rangers in all, and we operate with limited resources. Thankfully, most people respect us and are willing to cooperate. In this job, your eyes, ears, and wits are every bit as important as your badge and your sidearm. Marshal?
Emma! I take it you're here because you're satisfied that our new recruit can handle the job.
Seems capable enough, and we could use the help.
All right then. Step forward, recruit. Let me have a word with you.
Alright.
I've got just one question. Do you pledge to defend the people of the Freestar Collective, even if it means risking your own life?
Well, I'm pretty much doing that with the Vanguard and the Pirates at the moment. Hopefully none of the quests here don't involve the Pirates, because if so, then I'm in a bit of a stalemate until I do the side quest, assuming there is one, where you take down the Pirates for the Vanguard.
Good. Here, take these. You're now a Freestar Ranger deputy. I'm assigning you to Ranger Wilcox for some field training. Listen good to what she tells you. Welcome aboard, deputy.
You've made a wise choice, but I trust that your duties as a ranger won't interfere with your service to Constellation.
Wish we could throw you a welcome party, but there's work to do. We got word from a farmer on Montera Luna. She says someone's trying to take her farm, and she's afraid she might be in danger. Well, most things do at the start. Doesn't mean they stay that way. That being said, best not to assume anything. Just try to keep an open mind. Grab any supplies you might need, and let's get going.
Alright, so we got some new things. Ooh. That's a cool looking... I forgot what the name of this weapon is, actually. Not really much of a deputy hat. Increased reload speed. But I'm gonna stick with the fitted business suit since it gives me 10% persuasion chance, which I got from the Ryogen quest line. Which at the moment I'm in a bit of a snag, since the one that I'm on requires stealth, which I'm not really good at stealth. Every time I've tried that, I kept getting seen, or Sarah keeps getting seen. So whenever I've been leveling up, I've been working on this since I think this will help me out during that side quest, or during that story quest thingamajiggy. So I'm putting that quest line on hold for the time being. Let's see. If I already discovered the... Oh, it's in the same system. If I already discovered this place... I think I did a few side quests where I bring some colonists here, since I didn't like where they were at before.
Can't imagine living on the fringes like this. I think I'll stick to the comforts of New Atlantis.
Yeah, this does seem vaguely familiar. Right, now for the first line of business.
The Freestar Rangers. You have no idea how happy I am to see you.
I'm Ranger Emma Wilcox. My deputy and I are here to help. Now, tell us what happened.
I was out planting in the fields when I saw some men approaching. They looked like soldiers with uniforms and weapons and such. They wanted to buy the farm. Didn't even ask if it was for sale. Their offer was so low, I told them right where they could stick it. They said they'd give me time to think about it, but if I didn't change my mind, I was gonna regret it. Then they left. Back behind the house there's some canyons. They went that way. That place is dangerous. Steep slopes, narrow trails, rock slides, and all manner of hostile creatures, too. If you're going after those men, be careful. Oh, there's one other thing. They said they were the first. The first of what, I'm not sure. There must be more of them coming.
Thank you, ma'am. That should be enough for us to find these men. All right, deputy. Keep that weapon handy and your eyes sharp. Since these guys don't know we're after them, they're probably not making an effort to hide their tracks. Now, let's go and check out those canyons.
Well, Deputy, you've come this far. It's time to take over and show us what you can do.
That's right. Boot tracks. Several pairs by the look. Not too old either. Let's head down into the canyon and see if we can find more. Right. Nice change of pace from Aquila City.
Are you certain that traveling into these canyons is wise? The route looks treacherous.
I grew up on a farm. Back when I was a kid, I used to love exploring and making maps. These canyons would have kept me busy for months. I'd have looked into every nook and cranny.
Zeroing in on anything useful?
There's a storage crate up there.
Gonna bury you.
Once again, one of them.
Nice bit of work there.
Let's see about this. I thought I didn't know there was a lot of zero gravity. Thought it would be a bit of a hassle to get that, but turns out the gravity is so low that I could just go up there.
Good eye, Deputy. Looks like we're heading in the right direction.
A couple of bags with claw marks on them.
You better check your ammunition supply. It's clear that we're not the only things roaming these canyons.
Missed the skin. There you go. Let's see what material this gives me. Carbonic acid. Uh-oh. Hey, wasn't expecting that.
Get ready!
Did it burn? Wonder. Yes, it did.
Definitely passed this way. Let's just hope they're not pushed up on these canyon walls, waiting to snipe us.
Certainly a lot of mines.
Nice to get out under the sky for a spell.
Uh-oh.
These are mother rooms I don't think is enough field work for them.
What is that? An octomagnet. Haven't seen these creatures before.
Watch it!
Pretty hostile. Probably close.
Doing?
So they can give me amino acid. Yep.
You're a natural tracker.
Wouldn't say that. See if I can disarm these. Nice. Where's the next one? There it is. There we go. Is that another one? Mercury camera.
You smell that? I bet my badge that's wood smoke from a campfire. They're close. Be ready.
We should be careful. This bottleneck is the perfect place for an ambush.
Right in that damn neighborhood.
The standoff at the bank ought to keep the marshal tied up for a while.
We're gonna have some fun.
Well now, look who's here. Ms. Wagner called in the cavalry. Except it ain't much of a cavalry. I suggest you turn around and walk away while you still can.
Normally, I'd suggest you choose your words carefully so we could avoid bloodshed. But something tells me that isn't going to be possible.
You think you're in a position to make demands. Well, I've got news for you. All you're getting from me is a shallow grave. So, got any last words I should try to remember? If you think I give a damn about the Freestar Rangers, then you've got no idea who you're dealing with. Matter of fact, that just makes it even more fun. Air 'em out, boys!
Alright, have it your way.
Leave me alive!
Oh, still alive. Let's fix that.
Damn, that was a lot rougher than I expected. Let's talk.
Well, that's pretty something that's... Hang on. Let me try that again. That happens to me pretty often. And since I'm over encumbered, I may as well take everything he's got. Alright. Let's have a look at the slate that I just picked up. That was my phone you just heard.
Find anything interesting? Let's see what we have here. Interesting. So, their ship was stolen from the Hope Tech factory. Whoever pulled that off must have been one hell of a shipjacker. Well, I guess someone really wants that farm bad. Speaking of which, let's get back there and let Miss Wagner know that she's safe. For now.
They were moonshiners too. Didn't think that there would be
This
any
should be a more than
distant
adequate
future.
return for our efforts.
First soldier outfit. I'll be taking that. Anything else I can get from here? Watchdog. Inaccessible. Thought that I could take this, but as you just saw, I can't. Too bad I can't just blow it up. Well, can't do everything you want, so I can't do that because I'm over encumbered, as per usual when I'm in Starfield.
Maybe you can get that to point us to the nearest restaurant. Haha. Important or not, I'm ready to listen. Glad to haul whatever you need.
Let's see if Sarah can... I didn't mean to do that.
Want to see what I'm carrying?
Let's see if Sarah can carry the resources that I picked up. Well, almost.
Hope we can talk later.
I was hoping that I could have her carry enough resources for me to fast travel back to the farm, but sadly, she doesn't, at least for the moment. When I level up the... what is it? The leadership, she'll be able to carry more, assuming I still have her as a companion by then. Since I haven't maxed out her affinity yet. There's not really a way of knowing when it's gonna be maxed. Much like in Fallout 4. And let's wait here for a bit to restore my stamina. Wait for my stamina to recharge, and then I'll use the jump boost to go over there, and then back to the farm. Or I could just jump normally, since the gravity is 0.39 here. I imagine this world is pretty good for farming, since there's a lot of water for the plants.
What's the news?
But that's just me.
What happened? Did you find those men? Well, it's good to see you're all right then. They must have been crazy or desperate, trying to take on the Freestar Rangers. So who were they? And why do they want my farm? So I have no way of knowing if there aren't more coming. Guess I'll start sleeping with a gun nearby. I can't thank you enough. I'd hate to be remembered as the wagoner who couldn't hold on to the farm that's been in the family for so long. Of course. All the same, I'm grateful.
If you have any more trouble, give us a call. We're in system, so it won't take long to get someone out here. All right, Deputy. Let's get back to the rock. We need to report this to the Marshal.
Hey, just got a trophy or an achievement. Deputized. Join the Freestar Rangers. Let's see if I can drop off the resources.
Welcome back.
Yeah, there you are, Sarah.
If I can help you with anything, just bring me anything useful. Take care of yourself.
Let's see if the cargo hold can hold on to these resources. Yep. Oh, that's a quest item. May as well put that in there, as well as this. And I'm now not over encumbered, for now anyway. Alright, back to Aquila City. Before I started streaming, I was originally gonna stream the next story of the Freedom Chronicles in Wolfenstein 2, but I couldn't find the time to do that, so this was more of a plan B.
Hello.
And I don't even remember, but hang on. I don't even remember why these are here, assuming I did that.
Oh, okay. Now I've seen everything.
Okay, that's a strange thing to say.
A year or two back?
These rangers are some hard-blooded folk.
Not everyone gets to say they work at the Rock.
Right, Scanner, show me the way.
What's the story on Montero Luna?
That call we got from Wagner Farm turned out to be a little more interesting than I was expecting. Some men were trying to run the Wagners off the land. They tried to buy it first, but when that didn't work, they turned to threats. We confronted them, and unfortunately, it came to violence. None of them survived.
You helped someone in need and came back alive. That's a job well done. For the time being, yes, but you could still be in danger. That's why we need to fill in some blanks. What did you make of these men who were trying to take the farm? If that's true, then someone must have hired them. Now, did you find anything that might give us a lead on why these men wanted the farm? Hope Tech ships ain't exactly cheap. That thief could probably tell us a lot about these men you ran into.
There's something else. They were dressed in Freestar militia uniforms. The unit badge was yellow on black with the number 1. Didn't you fight in the Colony War, Marshal? That sound familiar at all?
The 1st Cavalry. I was in that unit for a while. But it was disbanded decades ago. After the Battle of Nera. What was left of it, anyway. Hell, it's our only lead. The Hope Tech factory is in Hope Town on Polvo. Nia Kalu's our ranger stationed out there. She can introduce you to Ron Hope, the president of Hope Tech. He might be able to help you find the thief. Just make sure you stay on his good side. He's on the Council of Governors, and they're the ones we answer to. Good. The last thing I need is the Council breathing down my neck. This is your assignment now, Deputy. Work with the other Rangers. Find out what you can about those men on Montero Luna. Meantime, I'll look into a possible connection with the 1st Cavalry. Good hunting.
Right. Let me check something real quick. Okay. I was just checking if I didn't accidentally
Nicely done.
leave my mic muted or not. But it's on. But it's not muted, I mean. Alright. Have I been to the planet before? Yeah, I have. Right, Hope Town.
Oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen. It's all here.
Hey, why is it telling me to go to my ship? Guess I had to go to my ship first and then come here.
Do you need me for something?
Yeah, what's up?
to see you.
Let's take off and then land again.
Mayday! Mayday! This is Freestar Ranger Nia Kalu. If anyone is hearing this, system's failing. Need help. I repeat, need help.
Oh, yes, I did need to go into orbit. Give me 1 second here. All right. Oh, Sarah's coming down. I was wondering why he wasn't climbing up the ladder. All right. There we go.
Please tell me you're here to help, not to try and steal my ship. Welcome aboard, Deputy. Sorry if I can't give you the grand tour just yet. I was tracking a crew of outlaws that's been preying on merchant ships. Bastards got the drop on me. I ran them off, but they got a few good hits in. As you can see, I ain't in much shape to make repairs. Just patch her up enough to get to Hopetown. The rest can get fixed up there. Thanks. I owe you one.
We're happy to help.
All right. Let's see here. Oh, it's that simple. Thought I had to do some power conversions and revert power to some system and things like that.
Always a pleasure. Oh, I love catching up with you. Let's do it again sometime.
What do you mean sometime? You're always with me. Sarah's coming up. All right.
Thanks. That should get me home. You're right. They were pretty beat up, so I don't think they got real far. But if they make it back to their hideout, I might never find them again. We can't let that happen. They look to be heading for Polvo's moon Miatha. Good hunting.
Yeah, I suspected as much. A follower. Hey, thanks for the follow, whoever that was. Normally he would save the chat, but for some reason it doesn't. Oh, was he? Go into Hopetown.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
All right, then.
You made it. Those outlaws didn't give you too much trouble, I trust?
Not a problem.
Good. I'm sure it didn't hurt that I softened him up for you. You've got good timing. A courier just came in from Aquila. The Marshal sends his regards along with a briefing on your case. I was surprised as hell to learn about the starship theft. Nobody said a word to me about it. Anyway, Mr. Hope can see us whenever you're ready. If you need to take a little time first, feel free. His office is upstairs. He's in a meeting, but it should be wrapping up. Come on. I'm guessing the Marshal already told you this, but I'll say it anyway. Ron Hope isn't just the founder and president of Hope Tech. He's on the Council of Governors. The Council oversees the Freestar Rangers, so don't rile him up. I've spent a long time trying to build a good relationship with Hope. He comes on a little strong, but there's a lot to admire about the man. Everything you see around you, he built. Pretty much everyone in this town owes him for their livelihood. Can't begin to imagine the kind of pressure that must put on someone. All I'm saying is, try to show a little respect. All the way up. Is it just me, or does every executive in the settled systems have an office on the top floor? I guess being above everyone makes them feel like they're, well, above everyone.
Contract with scavengers, maybe, but that's a decision that's got to be made upstairs.
Talk to Elaine about the scavengers. It's not a bad idea, provided we get a good deal. And I don't mean a fair deal. I mean a good deal. Remember, it's not just our bottom line that matters. We're also responsible for the welfare of everyone in the factory. We look out for our people here, Burchett. That's a point of great personal pride.
Excuse me, Mr. Hope?
Well now, the Freestar Rangers. At last! Damn good to see you, Mia. I think we're done here, Burchett.
Yes, sir.
This is the deputy I told you about.
Splendid. Splendid! It's a noble calling being a Freestar Ranger. We certainly could use more of you. I'm sure I don't have to tell you what an outrage it is to have a ship stolen right out of the factory. Justice must be done, and the sooner the better.
He sounds like the Imperials from Oblivion. Might be the same actor.
That's good news. I'll send my people over to bring it home. Of course, that doesn't mean your work is done. I want the thief found and prosecuted to the full extent of the law. I'm sure I don't need to remind you of my position on the Council of Governors. I'm glad we understand each other.
I'm not certain why you choose to back this Freestar elitist snob, but that's your choice. I'll back your play, but I don't have to like it.
Now, tell me that you've at least got a lead of some kind. Though what happened after the ship was taken doesn't concern me. What does concern me is making sure that this doesn't happen again. Well, I'm not sure I can be much help, but I'll answer whatever questions I can. Very well. I need you to understand something, Deputy. This town is home to men, women, and children who depend on HopeTech for a living. I provide jobs that put food on their tables and a roof over their heads. It's a responsibility that I take very seriously. If word gets out about the stolen ship, my investors will lose trust, and my workers will pay the price. I can't allow that.
Well, heavy is the head that wears the crown. I'm sure the burden of responsibility for your workers is an inconvenience, Mr. Hope. But the deputy has responsibilities as well.
Despite what you think, I have great respect for the badge and the difficult choices that come with it. But my primary concern is for the welfare of my people. I hope so.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Mr. Hope, but there's been a development.
Not now, Cosette. I'm in the middle of something.
But sir, we have new information. I've just received a report that the stolen ship was seen landing at Neon just after the theft.
A breakthrough at last. Well, Deputy, it sounds like you'll be heading to Neon, which means I can get back to work. Remember what we discussed. My people are depending on you.
Hey, can I get a word? That wasn't as helpful as it could have been. Still, at least you know where to pick up the trail. Let's hope. So, guess you're headed for Neon. There's a ranger stationed there. Name's Jalen Price. He's a little different than the rest of us. But Neon's a different kind of place. He should be able to help you out. Well, we've both got work to do. It was good to meet you, Deputy. Thanks again for helping me out up there. No problem. Good luck on Neon, Deputy.
Excuse me.
Alright, so next up, Neon.
Every day, mate.
Folks from all over.
Keep an eye on your valuables.
To my crew position.
Just in case I need to be in orbit.
Welcome to Freestar Space. We're gonna do a quick scan for contraband. You can be on your way. That's all we need. Enjoy Neon.
Guess I didn't need to that time. Freestar Rangers. This is the place.
Hey, I don't care who you work for. You can't just... Oh, you're the rookie, aren't you? The one and only. Well, the Marshal's message said you were following a lead about a stolen ship. Truth is, a lot of stolen goods flow through here. But this city is real good at keeping its secrets, even from us. Yeah, about that. This isn't Aquila City. The badge doesn't carry the same weight here. The people who run this place aren't overly concerned about the law. Our job is to keep the peace, make sure the violence doesn't get out of hand. The last thing anyone around here wants is some hotshot deputy looking in every dark corner.
Law enforcement isn't exactly welcome in Neon, but that shouldn't deter you from your duty.
Good.
I can't believe this. You're shirking your responsibility based on what this fool thinks. You have a lot to learn about duty and honor.
You're There's a guy I know. I'll introduce you.
Skip this and...
Later.
Let's just reload. And try one of the other options, see if Sarah likes one of those options instead. And before I talk to him again, I'm going to take the one, here it is.
Hey, I don't...
Just skip what
the
you
one and
already
only.
said.
Well, the Marshal's truth is, you can count on my help if you play by the rules. This isn't Aquila City. The people who run this, our job is the last thing.
Law enforcement isn't exactly welcome in Neon.
Let's see if Sarah likes this option.
Rookies.
I'm proud of you.
Yep.
Without duty and honor, you'd have nothing left.
Your stolen ship would have had to land at the spaceport. If it was right off the factory floor, it would have stood out. There's a guy I know, Billy Clayton, does maintenance work around the city and keeps an eye on ship traffic for me. I'll introduce you, but don't expect a favor. Even if it doesn't cost credits, nothing in Neon is free.
He'll probably want some Aurora or something.
Come on. That was pretty impressive how you volunteered to help out with the bank heist in Aquila City. Yeah, I read all the reports. I learned quickly that in Neon, staying informed and staying alive are closely linked. What stood out to me was that you didn't lose a single hostage. No wonder the Marshal tried to recruit you right away. If he hadn't, it would have made him look like a fool, having some random stranger step in and do the job he couldn't. Now, if someone tried to hold up a bank here, They'd be gunned down without a moment. I need to impress that tourist these days. Because the fact that you think justice is absolute concerns me, Deputy. It's never that simple. Justice can mean different things to different people, and laws can be interpreted and debated. The Ranger relies on judgment and intuition to do what's best for the people. Hey, Billy, got a second?
What? Oh, it's you. Give me a good scare. I thought you were one of Goodman's people.
Sure, far from it. Our new deputy here is working a case, and I thought you might be able to help. Take it away, rookie.
What do you need? Right out of the factory? Damn, that's pretty impressive. Well, here's the thing. Neon's got no end of shipjackers. I see them come and go every day. It's tough for a guy to remember one from the other. Know what I mean?
I suppose we shouldn't be surprised that he's asking for something in return.
Well, he did warn us that nothing in Neon is free, so... And since I got more than enough credits for the job...
Credits ain't really what I need.
Oh.
There's something you could do for me.
If he won't even accept credit, I worry about what he's going to ask us to do.
I can help you, but right now my life is in danger, and I haven't even done anything wrong. Freestar Rangers are supposed to protect the innocent, right? Then you need to hear this. It's about my brother. He died while still in debt to a syndicate loan shark by the name of Emmett Goodman. Now, Goodman's coming after me to collect. He says if I don't pay up, I'm a dead man.
Well, that's terrible. You shouldn't be responsible for your brother's debts.
Yeah? Well, tell that to Goodman, because he doesn't seem to care. He just wants his money. I swear it on my best set of wrenches. Goodman's holed up in one of the warehouses on Epside. Place is locked up tight, but there's a guard who watches the door, and he's got the key.
I'll stay with Billy in case Goodman's men come to collect. They're not stupid enough to tangle with me.
Alright, so where am I going? This way.
This is private property. You'd better keep walking. This is private property. Do you now? Ah, that makes a lot of sense now that I think about it. You go in, talk to the man, and then you come right back out. Try anything stupid, and it's your funeral. Here, this will get you in.
So he's up there. Let's see if I can convince him to lay off.
Something I can do for you, friend. Well now, always happy to have a visitor. Tell me, what brings you by, friend? Little light on credits, are you? It's awful kind of you to intervene on my behalf, but I think I have the matter well in hand. Thank you all the same for your concern.
What an absolute imbecile. He's clearly mocking us.
If you're attempting to appeal to my good nature, you're proceeding under a false premise. You see, in my line of work, it doesn't exactly pay to be soft. What's your stake in this anyway? But you're making it my business. I have a legal right to collect what's owed to me. No law is being broken here. Then offer me something I want, and I'll consider it. Let's just calm down now. I know all about that.
Right. Let's see if this'll successfully do it.
Ain't no need for that.
Nice.
I suppose I could make an exception. It's just this once, you understand. Just promise me you'll keep my compassionate nature a secret. Folks might try to take advantage.
Right, now to head back.
You better watch it.
Inside's a bad place for tourists these days.
Goodman's with the syndicate, but
Did you talk to Goodman's?
dealing with him won't cause ripples.
Yeah. I figured he wouldn't want to make an enemy of the Freestar Rangers. Glad the badge still means something around here.
The syndicate doesn't worry all that much about the Rangers. I think our new deputy here is just a real smooth talker.
Okay. Time for me to keep my end of the bargain. The woman you're looking for is named Grace Early. Stealing ships is her line of work. She usually comes here to sell the goods. Rumor has it she just finished a job for some mercenary outfit. And she's been throwing money around, so must have paid well.
I know her. When she isn't out on a job, she's a regular at Madame Sauvage's. That's on the upper platform. I'll back you up.
I have some sleep break.
In the city that never sleeps.
It's not the first time I've been here. And I bet it won't be the last either.
Velocity's such a
Freestar Ranger, and his... What are you? A sidekick or something? Well, I'm sure your mom is real proud. So how come I'm talking to the sidekick instead of the ranger?
This is the deputy's case.
Is that so? And you had to bring backup just for little old me? I'm flattered.
Okay, give me a
Anyway, this
minute.
ain't my first
I'm
interrogation,
needed for
so let's
something.
just get on with it. What? Am I that distracting? Trying to think of something clever to say? Come on, I'm starting to get bored here. What? Am I that distracting?
Okay, I'm back.
Aw, ain't you polite? I'm guessing this is the part where you tell me that you've got questions and that you expect me to answer them. That sound about right?
I think you got something there.
Alright. So I jacked a ship. It was just a little fun. I didn't even keep it. It was a job. I turned it over to some men, and they took off for who knows where. End of story. Nothing I did put anyone in danger, okay? That's unfortunate. But I don't know anything about it. Can't say I'm surprised, though. You know how it is out here. The strong take what they want from the weak.
You're real cold-blooded, aren't you? If that woman had been killed, you'd be an accessory to murder. Did you think about that?
No, I guess I didn't. It's not that simple. You're starting to make a lot of sense. I hear you. I guess if I can't trust a Freestar Ranger, then I can't trust anyone, right? I was approached by a woman named Maya Cruz. Said she was a senior member of the First and that she had a job for me. She was working with someone inside Hope Tech and pitched me on the idea of jacking a ship right out of the factory. We were deep into planning the job when she had some kind of medical emergency. She said she needed surgery and would be in recovery for a long time. That was a few weeks ago. Haven't heard from her since. Not long after that, I got a message from a guy named Marco. He said he was the money man for the First, and he offered half up front. Never met him directly, though. It was always through intermediaries and using encrypted slates. Got the feeling he was paranoid as hell.
Do you have one of those encrypted slates on you right now?
Yeah. Here. Take it. I'm done with all this. Anything else you want to know? Yeah. Sure.
Next time you're at the Rock, you should give that encrypted slate to Ranger Alex Shadid. He's got a gift for cryptography. If anyone could crack that slate, it'll be him. I'm gonna head back. Good luck, Deputy.
Then I'm free to go. Oh. You're welcome. Guess I ain't used to the law being so polite.
Right, back to Aquila City.
A modern city with walls. Quite a throwback, wouldn't you agree?
Welcome to Akira City.
Everything good? I'm here to help. Oh, just one quiet day. That too much to ask for?
In a lot of places it is.
Hey, Deputy.
Just making my way.
Better this than being some dust wrangler on Montar.
Our newest deputy. Hey, I wondered when you might come by. I'm Alex. Nia's report said you were heading for Neon? I've always wanted to go there. What did you think? What? You serious? Well, that's a first. I guess not everyone likes to have a good time. Speaking of which, on to business. So how'd it go? Turn up anything useful? Oh, come to daddy, my sweet little mystery slate. I see lots of coffee and late nights ahead. Now, if you get any more of these, bring them to me. It helps if I can compare different instances of the encryption they're using. Just look for me up here. I have no life, so I'm not usually hard to find. You're counting on me. You know I outrank you, right? Please and thank you go a long way when addressing your betters, rookie.
New deputy, huh? Honor to have you.
Sweet.
Let's talk for a minute. Welcome back. Any luck finding out who stole that ship from Hope Tech? Glad you got a chance to meet him. Sounds like you're making real progress. You're off to a good start, but that's all it is, a start. What did you learn from this starship thief? Now we're getting somewhere. Sounds like you've got a couple of new leads to follow up on. I have a guess who Marco might be. I served with Maya Cruz. She's a technical genius and an expert hacker. I can give you some background if you want it, or we can go straight to planning your next move. Like what? Most likely place would be the clinic. It's in Freestar Collective space and provides the best medical services credits can buy. They also guarantee privacy, so it's an ideal place for someone trying to keep a low profile. Ranger Ben Armistead is posted there. I'll send him an update on the situation. Around the time he got out of jail, we started hearing Marco's name in circulation. Word is he's heading up a smuggling racket. Based on what you've learned, I'd presume he's funneling his ill-gotten gains to the First. Ranger Autumn McMillan is out at Red Mile right now, looking into the smuggling operation. I suggest you pool your resources. Just remember, that's outside Freestar Collective space, so we've got no jurisdiction there. Your priority is to gather more intel about the First. What are they planning? Who are they working for? Where are they headquartered? Just remember that your targets were locked up because they were loyal to their unit. They think the Freestar Collective betrayed them. In other words, you ain't gonna get a warm welcome, so be careful. Good hunting, Deputy.
If I have to go in guns blazing, then so be it.
Might be hard work, but...
I have a little outpost on this world here. I occasionally go there to get aluminum, beryllium, and helium-3. Since I saw a video that that's a good starting place.
You are cleared to dock at the clinic, the best medical facility in the settled systems.
No matter how much we learn, we're only just beginners.
Yeah? Got some trouble? Oh, now hold on a minute. You're the new deputy, ain't you? Yeah, the marshal's been sending out reports, keeping us all in the loop in your investigation. Yep, I'm pretty well caught up on things. Ben Armistead, pleased to meet you. Well, I guess that's the long and short of it. You're the newest member of the Rangers, and I'm the oldest. So, is one of them first mercenaries here at the clinic? Well, every Ranger knows it's important to trust your instincts. No better place in the settled systems to get medical treatment. You can bet it beats anything them UC piglets got. Ironic, given they're the ones who built it. I know just the man who can help you. Right this way, Deputy. Just between you and me, I ain't entirely sure why someone felt the need to station a ranger out here. I'm not much more than a glorified bodyguard for Dr. Darvish. She's the one in charge around here. And she's also on the Council of Governors. Most of the staff don't seem fond of the idea of me being here, and I ain't fond of them right back. Bunch of stuffy eggheads, if you ask me. Except Ari, that is. He's about the only one I can have a conversation with. Now, hey there, Ari. Working hard or hardly working?
Hey, Chief. A little more the former than the latter. What brings you by?
Well, the deputy here could use some help. Came looking for someone who might be a patient.
I'll see what I can do.
Well, I'll leave you in Mr. Miller's capable hands. You need anything else, I'll be in my office.
I'll try to help you, but our computer systems have been having some issues. Huh. Well, we don't give the patients free access to our computer system, so I doubt that's related. And still, it's worth keeping in mind. So who's the suspect you're after? Former soldier, huh? Yeah, they say war changes people forever. Makes me sad, the thought of soldiers who come home and don't fit in anymore. The name's not ringing any bells, but Maybe we can approach this another way. Do you know what was wrong with her? That should help narrow things down. I can access the patient records from my terminal, assuming the database cooperates. Come on.
It'd be enough to know that the Rangers are keeping an eye on us, but to have it be my own husband, so comforting.
Okay, give me just a minute here. Maya Cruz. Come on, Maya. I need you to be in here. Okay, finally, here we go. Oh. No matches found for a Maya Cruz.
She's probably under a different name.
If Maya's here, then she's got to be using an alias. Which actually makes a lot of sense if she's a wanted woman. Yeah. Let me think for a second. All right, hang on. I know that we do have a few female patients staying with us. There's Candace... what's her last name? Doolin. Candace Doolin. And then there's the Nakamori woman. I think her name's Jane. I don't recall offhand what they're here for, but it's a start. You're welcome to use the Ranger Station terminal. I'll enable admin access for you.
Gotta call someone's power kept going out. Know what it was? I peeked.
Let's see here.
If you need assistance, please see Ari Miller at the desk.
Yes. What do you want? I'm sorry, but we don't permit unscheduled visitors to that area. You'll need to ask whoever it is that you wish to visit to make arrangements with me.
Who exactly are you? You could be Solomon Coe himself, and my answer would be the same. No. The rules are the rules, no exceptions.
Oh my goodness. Are we really going to let this bureaucrat block our progress?
Oh, I wasn't aware. I suppose if I can't trust a colleague, then I can't trust anyone. This will get you in. Conduct your investigation quickly and without disruption. I do hope you won't make me regret this.
I'll go in, talk to her, turn in the quest, assuming that's the end of this quest, and then call it a stream.
Stopping at the clinic. Was that you?
Well, this isn't a friendly sight. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, back away. Nothing there. Or there. So the clue is somewhere in here.
Feels like I've been waiting forever.
Heard your ship, Doc. If you are who I think you are, then you're here to bring me in. I have to warn you. I have more than enough time to prepare. So either you leave now, or I'll be buried with
Now I can see why Stroud Eklund set up shop here. That crystalline formation looks quite intriguing and valuable. Give it your best shot.
All systems.
I've served many vessels, and not one of them would have remained space-worthy if it wasn't for the robots we had aboard. This cavern, it's like an enormous geode. Crystalline formations like this are incredibly rare. Why this place was abandoned, I'll never understand.
Could be a variety of reasons. Not enough money or resources. Or someone just decided to pull the plug on the whole operation.
I'm sure they had something like
Oh, I still need to do 9 more sneak attacks before I can get the next one. Go. Where'd it go? Here? Nope. Digipics. So let's switch to what should I switch to? This. Me of the Crystal Cave in Dark Souls. Only a little bit.
Is it really necessary for you to drag around all that gear?
Negotiator. Ooh, I like the look of this. Kinda looks like a grenade launcher. It's probably what it is. the compass.
Damage.
Okay, that's not the case this time.
Well, what are you waiting for? Finish it. You might not think so now, but it's likely to end up that way. How about I make this real simple for us both? I've got maybe a few weeks to live, and I ain't spending them behind bars. You want to put an end to me here and now? Then fine. Get it over with. Life's kicked me around enough as it is. But if you want to let me die on my own terms, then leave me in peace. Well, how about a test? Rangers are known to be handy with a gun. But here's a problem you'll have to solve with your brain instead. I've encrypted this slate. If you can crack it, you'll learn something useful. Now get out of here, and leave me in peace.
Resources that I can from here. And with that, I'll call it a stream here, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, be sure to come follow me if you haven't already, and I'll be sure to make more. And also, come subscribe to my YouTube channel, which I'll put in the chat right here. And I make videos from Monday to Thursdays over on YouTube, and I stream on Wednesdays as well as on Saturdays and Sundays if I have a chance. So, stay home, stay safe, and until next time, later haters.